AMC Management is our company, and we are the managers of the Common User Facility, a Western Australian government-owned asset which is here to support local industry in their endeavours to get into large projects. We've been in operation since 2003 and have been very successful. We've taken on business in all major industry sectors: mining, oil and gas, marine, and importantly, defence. We've been working with defence since 2005, when the first Anzac frigate came alongside to undertake some maintenance. Following the success of that and the opportunities that were presented with the submarine maintenance, in 2008 there was an investment in a floating dock and self-propelled trailers to lift and move submarines and frigates. 2010 the dock was commissioned, and since then we've been docking submarines for ASC West and frigates for the Anzac Alliance, and now potentially for the WAMA. Western Australia providing sustainment capability to the Royal Australian Navy is absolutely fundamental to their ability to keep platforms on stations. There are new opportunities coming along, and we are very excited about those new platforms, the opportunities that they will continue to bring in terms of sustainment, and also we believe that the local industry will just continue to grow consistently, as it has done in the past, to be able to contribute in a major part to the ongoing capabilities of the Australian Defence Force. So the future looks very, very bright for Western Australian industry, and more particularly those defence sectors that are so well balanced in Western Australia. There are several ways that you can dock a ship, and obviously a floating dock is just one of them. The floating dock that we have here is the largest floating dock in Australia. It is one of the most technically advanced floating docks, and any extension or addition to that dock would be of a similar capability. And when we get to something like 28,000 tonne lift capacity, that would be one of the largest lift capabilities in Australia. The first stage of the floating dock, when it was commissioned in 2010, was always anticipated to have a second dock potentially added to it. That second dock would give a very greater capability to the size of vessels that can be docked in Western Australia. We certainly would be looking for a larger dock to be able to dock the future frigate and therefore the air warfare destroyer, should that be necessary. That second dock brings a lot of flexibility to the work that can be undertaken at the Common User Facility by local industry and the skills that are so prevalent in our region. If a full configuration of Phase 2 was to take place, we would be able to combine that with Stage 1 and have a 232 metre dock, which would enable the LHDs to be lifted here in Western Australia, and also the future support vessels. The second dock in its own right would be able to lift an Anzac, a submarine, a future frigate, and the air warfare destroyers. And certainly we would be looking to be able to contribute to the sustainment of all of those platforms as and when defence requires those capabilities. Those capabilities to do the maintenance exist here. Those assets will give the capability to actually deliver that.